Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4 Golden. So last time out we were basically doing a load of side quest stuff and mostly a load of social link stuff while we were waiting for Yukiko to return so we could continue the plot. Well, today's the day. Well, today's the day, you know. Yukiko has finally returned to school, so that means we can continue with the plot this time, and we can actually talk with her to try and find out what the fuck happened.
My mother's back to work already. The maids are being really supportive, and I think things are going even smoother.
So yeah, Yukiko's kind of just hanging. I think she was just kind of waiting for everybody to try and say thanks before we headed up to class.
I feel like I can think about these things more calmly.
And apparently her mum's back, and you know, because she was bedridden because of all the stress she was under with the stuff with Mayumi Yamano. And now she's kind of back to normal, and she's
Yukiko!
taking back over the inn again.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
So yeah, seems like Yukiko's back and is all happy and shit. So it's time for us to head off. Yeah. So yeah, what we saw last time with the guy in the fog, and obviously the killer kind of seeing that everything's gone to hell and it hasn't worked out for him, or her maybe. Basically with that, that is kind of like the conclusion of Yukiko's kind of dungeon kind of arc, and her coming back to school is kind of like the start of the next arc.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
You know, or it's
yours, right, Chie?
you know, the beginning heading towards the next arc, the next person being kidnapped, that kind of thing. So yeah.
Just the thing to help me through club. How much longer
By the way, I didn't really understand this. Why the fuck do they need to have sober bowls which kind of match their shirt design? You know, Chie has to have the green sober, and Yukiko has to have the red one. It's kind of strange. I don't know why they decided to go all color coordinated like that. It's kind of weird.
But as time passes, it only gets hazier. I think.
Time to talk about it, and this is where she kind of talks about what happened. Well, what she remembers anyway. Basically, the doorbell rang, someone called for her, and then she kind of blacked out, and then ended up when she woke up, she ended up in that castle. So yeah, she had no idea. So she has absolutely no idea who the hell it is at this moment in time. Her memories are just too hazy in that regard.
Wonder why whoever it is would do stuff like this.
But I guess you can make the assumption, I guess.
But we can be sure of one thing.
Sorry. You can make the assumption, I guess, that basically it's someone that she either doesn't know or doesn't talk to regularly because she didn't recognize the person's voice. So yeah, there you go.
But we got personas.
Yeah, this is kind of whatever.
I'm helping out too. I can't believe someone would throw.
Because JSK's like, yeah, we're gonna fill the case. I said, yeah, because we're that intelligent enough to be able to work out who this murderer is and try and bring him to justice. I think, you know, just because we got personas, it doesn't mean that we're smart enough to be able to take this prick down. But that's, you know, that's video games for you. You have to be the one to deal with this shit. So. But yeah, officially now Yukiko has joined the party, so we've now got a four-person team. It's our main character Yosuke, Chie, and Yukiko. So now we've got all So now at least we can fill an entire party.
We don't have a single lead yet.
um,
I'm the third one to be targeted so far.
and of course there are going to be other party
Feeling this
members
isn't
coming
the end
along
of
as the game goes
If
on.
we had an idea of who might be targeted next, wouldn't we have an
I will be
advantage
honest,
over the
this
killer?
game is...
So we'll outsmart them,
This
huh?
game's fucking annoying when it comes to trying
Okay.
to
So let's
keep
see if we can figure
everybody
out what
kind
ties
of,
the victims
um,
together. First,
at
there
the
was that
same
announcer,
level,
Mayumi Yamamoto.
because you can't just
Second
like
was
in
Saki
the middle of
Konishi.
the dungeon just swap one person out for another like you can in
Yukiko Amagi. What do they
P5,
all have in common?
Persona 5. You have to basically leave the dungeon
Bingo.
and then basically swap out in the hub of the dungeon and then go
Also,
back
what
in
about
on that
this?
floor.
The second and
It's
third
kind of
victims
annoying,
had some
but
sort of
hey,
connection to the
you have
first
to
one.
deal with this shit, I suppose.
Hey, that's right. Yukiko and Saki-sama both
But
had
yeah.
connections to that announcer.
So basically here they were talking
That's
about
true. Then
um,
does that mean females
they were
connected
basically
in
talking
some
about
way
what,
to Miss Yamano's case are being targeted?
if,
I think that's a safe assumption for now.
fuck, my
There's
brain's not
another angle
working,
we can take too.
of what
If another person
is common
disappears,
between the victims, and
You think they
so we
beat
come
up
to the
the
conclusion that they're all women,
That happened right
and there's
before
also a thing
Yukiko was
where
kidnapped
basically
too.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. who
Saki
at first,
Konishi,
but what's
Mayumi
important
Yamano,
is it's
uh,
happened before the
basically
victims
Saki
disappeared.
Konishi and
Kinda like a ransom note.
Yukiko
We
were
still don't
basically
know
all
why that
linked to
happens, but
Mayumi
we'll have to
Yamano in
rely
some
on it for
way.
now.
The next time,
You know,
maybe.
the fact that Yukiko, Yamano was staying in Yukiko's family's inn,
By the way,
and
aren't those done by now?
and
That's right. Chow time.
Saki Konishi was the one who found the body, so they all have like, they all have links to Mayumi Yamano as well.
Hey, could I try just a little bit?
I will
of
say that animation on
Just one
the peeling back of the
Hands up
of the
soba, pal. Go get your own if you
of the
want some.
foil on top of the thing is it's kind of
Okay.
it's kind of
Just
good.
one bite. Got it.
Odd thing to comment on, but yeah. Oh, I love this scene so much.
Do you want to try some?
So basically, we're like, hey, we want to try some. That tastes so good. And I like that. You have the option to try bite or to chow down.
It's
And so it's like, hey,
good.
why don't we just
The
give this a little
aroma,
try?
the
This
flavor,
tastes so,
and the
this
texture all
smells so
combined.
good.
This is perfect.
I love this animation here. Oh, it's too delicious to stop eating. The speed at which they're eating is ridiculous. It's like, oh, shit. Have the rest. I-
Fried tofu.
What? Fuck.
Hope you guys
None left.
understand what this means.
Well, we're kind of screwed, aren't we?
Oh, wait! Stop! I'm sorry. I'll buy you steak.
So,
You're
yeah.
the very best.
Chie's gonna kill us,
Steak?
but Yosuke's able to talk it down with the
Come on, Yukiko.
with
There's steak
the
in it
lure
for us now.
of
We
steak.
can eat instant noodles anytime we want, right?
So yeah, Yosuke's like, okay, I'll give you both steak. Just
As long as it isn't
don't
too
kill me.
fatty.
Okay, we've reached the verdict. You are hereby sentenced to buying a steak. What wouldn't be too fatty? Filet? Ooh, filet sounds nice and expensive. Filet mignon.
Hey, you've got a pony up too.
I
You're
love
just as
that
much to
voice
blame.
acting. It's so good. I love this look from it. He's like, sure, okay, fuck.
Man,
Why am I
talk
being
about
forced to
great
pay for this
timing.
shit?
We just started serving grilled steak today. We're doing our part to spread this town's specialty dish. Plus, we've already got an excellent grill.
That's just a yakisoba griddle. Oh well, steak is steak. It's far from a fillet steak, though. Yukiko, are you okay
So,
with this?
yeah.
It's not too
How
heavy
does
for you?
I'll eat it.
how does
So
Yosuke get out of
bad.
it? He goes to Jonas
back
and
on
they're
topic.
selling like
I
cheap
wonder what
like
kind of person
steak
would
griddles. So he's like,
If you focus just on the
I
announcer's
can get a
case,
discount
it
here.
seems like a revenge thing. Maybe it was her lover's wife.
You know, I can get a discount here, so
Rocky
fuck
had
it.
a solid alibi, didn't she? And it seemed like she was
I actually kind of like the way that they did this, because it's like
Really? You know an awful lot about
we
this.
have like
Okay,
we had
what
like the
about the second
discussions
case?
on the
Saki
rooftop
said
of the school,
She found the announcer's
and
body.
then you have the bit of
Assuming
comedy, the
same
bit of
person killed them
light-hearted
both, then
kind
why
of
target
part of it,
somebody?
with the eating of the sober and stuff, and then that brings you to Jeunesse.
Maybe she found a clue or something about the culprit.
So and then you can continue the discussion here. I kind of like that.
Into a TV, right? I don't think I have left evidence to the police, much less a
So
high
yeah,
school
Saki Kanishi discussing this again, basically saying that basically Saki Kanishi was killed to basically shut her up because she saw too much. I guess she did. She did see the dead body, so it's a fair thing to it's a fair conclusion to make, right?
Hey, you were at Dojima-san's.
Oh, look at that! Adachi's just happened to be wandering about again.
Oh, wait. Hey, this is great timing after all. Dojima-san said that he'll be leaving work on schedule tonight. Could you pass that on to Nanako-chan? Yo,
Sure thing.
Dojima-san's
You really are just his go-to guy, huh?
Are you this busy every day?
Oh well.
Huh? Oh, well, the public seems to be getting a charge out of these cases, but we can't leave it at that.
Sorry to butt in, but could it be that the killer targeted Saki-senpai in order to silence her?
You sure get to the heart of the matter. Yikes. Of course, we're also thinking along those lines. She was killed right after the announcer's body was found. If the killer was trying to silence her, there might have been something at the scene only she would have understood. Which would mean that the culprit
That's
may
a
be
fair
someone
point,
close to
I
the
guess.
explanation. Nothing like that points to Misuzu Hiragi, so... Oh, I might have stumbled across something here. Wait,
So yeah, this
listen
is
to all that crap. Me and my big
and he
mouth.
kind of he kind of
Don't tell
blabbers
anyone I
about
said
here.
any of that.
Adachi does this a
Leave me
lot.
alive. Relax, kids. The police are on the job.
But anyway,
See ya.
You were right, Yosuke. The police
yeah,
are
I kind of like this mode as well because this is kind of like the crystallizing factor of why we have to do it
Shut up
because
about
you
the
know
steak for 5 seconds.
Adachi is one of the main guys on the trying to solve the case. Also leads to this the reason why we go to Jeunesse as well, because then we can go in and see Teddy and have Yukiko get her glasses ready to be entering the next dungeon.
This really
That
is
kind of thing.
inside the TV. It's Teddy. Then it wasn't a dream.
Hi, Teddy. How are you?
Yuki-chan? I did what you said. I've been a good bear.
Oh, I see. Good boy.
Teddy.
Oh, well, this bear's part of the reason we won't find the culprit.
Oh well.
I'm one of the group now, too. Let's work together.
Something else that he mentioned as well. This is also the fact of Yuki, the fact that Saki was likely killed to be silenced. I was like, and the
so
police
these are
think
what
that she was
everyone's
likely killed by
Thank you.
somebody that she knows.
You're right. It's just as
Again,
if the
kind
fog
of
doesn't
lends credence
exist.
to the fact that Miss
Hey,
Suzu
tell me
Hiragi,
something.
basically the
How come you have so many pairs of
the
glasses?
wife of the counselor who
Question.
was
Guess what?
cheated on.
I'm the one who makes them.
It's another alibi
I've
for
lived here
her
for
to
a
not be
long
the
time,
murderer.
So I
So you
came
can
up with
kind of
some ways
just
to be
say that it's definitely not her.
I see. But don't you need a pair?
Ooh, good point. Another great question. Listen to this. My eyes
I love this.
themselves are lenses. You didn't know?
Of course not.
Wait a minute.
Why are you being so mean?
So those big eyes,
You're not
you created your own
interested.
lenses?
I'm a really dexterous bear. See how
That's
smoothly
okay.
my
That's
fingers
kind
move?
of weird. I love this animation. it's so weird.
What am I even looking at?
Oh god, the slapstick comedy in this is pretty good. Like this,
Drop something.
pushes him down and then he kind of bounces straight back up like a
That's
weeble.
a pair I kinda
I
screwed
fucking
up
love
on.
it.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, there we get introduced to the joke glasses,
How do I look?
kind of with the big nose, like the big nose and the big mustache.
Awesome.
But you know, I kind of find it weird that Teddy's like, yeah, this is one I kind of screwed up
wear
on.
this one.
It
It's
sounds as
even
if
got
you
a nose
have to
song.
intentionally make these
Oh,
joke
no, you
glasses
don't.
rather than it just
How
being,
very
you know,
unfortunate. That pair doesn't
by
have the right
accident. You know what I
lenses.
mean? So it's
Guess I
kind
should
of
have made
strange in
an
that regard.
actual pair.
Aw, too bad.
Here, Chie, your turn.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Anyway.
Fine.
Oh yeah, and after this moment as well, because Teddy introduces the joke glasses here. Basically, they are an item of clothing that we can put on. So if you want to put on the joke glasses, you can have everybody in the joke glasses go through the dungeon, which looks kind of stupid.
There goes one of Yukiko's laughing fits. I never
So
thought
yeah,
she'd be when someone besides
this is
me
a
was
character trait with Yukiko's, which
Stupid glasses are useless for
it
investigating.
kind of goes
What the
away
hell's this nose for anyway?
in the later part of the game.
Nice
It's kind of
work, huh?
introduced here,
That's what
and
happens when you
it
guys
stays
leave me
with
here
us for like the
alone,
first
and I
few
get bored.
dungeons, but then after that it kind of just,
Well, I'm glad that she's
you
in
know,
high spirits
Yukiko
again.
having laughing fits over the most mundane shit. It kind of goes away after a little while.
It was so
You know, it kind of goes away after a while, so it's not. It's. But I would say for like the early part of the game, it's kind of obnoxious. You know what I mean? Yukiko's kind of laughing fits are kind of obnoxious early on, but then it kind of goes away. But there you go.
Fourth and the fifth.
And we're back with Dojima.
I think I might
Hi,
be able to get the
Dojima.
fourth and
How are
fifth
you?
off.
Really?
And of course, we're continuing on this thing from the.
Really?
Hang on, I like this from Nanako. She's like,
It's
wait, really?
always
And
canceled.
you're lying, aren't you?
Not every year. I know you wanted to go to
No,
gymnastics.
every yeah,
I wouldn't
which
mind
means
going a little
yes,
further
it is
out of the
cancelled
neighborhood.
every year.
Really?
So yeah, this is basically a continuation of the
Might be okay to go on a trip once in a
the
while.
Golden Week
Sure, it'll be
stuff,
crowded everywhere, though.
where basically Dojima was like, "Hey, we've got a,
We're going on a trip.
I'll have Golden Week off, so why don't we go out and, you know,
Then we need to
have
think of someplace to go.
you know, go
How about you?
somewhere,
You
go
wanna
somewhere
come along
nice."
with us?
And here is where he's going. Hey, why don't you?
Let's all go together.
Why don't we actually go on a proper
Looks
trip
like
rather than
Nanako
just
wants
going
us
to
all to
Jeunesse
go.
or something? So yeah, I've said I'll go. Stop pressuring me.
Bring boxed lunches.
Yeah, good idea.
She wants bentos.
We're always eating
Why
side
not?
dishes for dinner, but I can't cook, and Nanako's not good enough yet to make them by herself.
Really?
Hmm.
You're this old and you can't fucking
Well,
cook.
it'll work out.
You are a
That's
bit
what we
useless,
get
aren't
this
you,
guy for,
Dojima?
huh,
You piece of
Nanako?
shit.
Yay! Boxed
Oh, shit.
lunches.
I have to make boxed lunches? Why? I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. But anyway, that's going to be it for this part. Join me next time for the next part of Persona 4 Golden. When we're going to be, I believe next part, we're going to be heading back into Yukiko's dungeon to do the super boss and to pick up a couple of extra weapons for Yosuke, Nana, and Yukiko. So yeah, see you next time.